what's going on, guys? Hopefully you're doing all right today. That was more of Bon Soiree. I think it's fucking French. I don't know how to speak French. Which is a darker ambient um replacement music replacement mod for Balatro. But anyway, I'm experimenting more with the what's going on with Zaka? With the Twitch 2K or 1440p or whatever you want to call it. I don't like calling it 2K because people A, don't know what that means, and B, it makes it sound like it's worse than 4K, which it is, but you know, you're gonna call 1080p 1K? Like, no, that's not the way it works. But 2K games, yeah. So I'm doing more experimenting with that. Mainly I wanted to see if I provided it a higher bandwidth maximum, if it would scale up what it has to fill that extra bits, and it does not. Excuse me. So I just want to discuss that for a minute and see. Again, I have thoughts on the beta and how it's running. I don't think I really dig what's happening, but you know, it's a beta, so we're testing it out to see. So I'm gonna hop into this, and like I said, I'm just gonna talk about it for a minute. So this is my inspector for today. If I mouse over it here, you can see, I don't know, sometimes it only shows 2 of the landscapes, but you can see the 3 landscapes I have. Landscape 1 is 1440p. Landscape 2 is 1080p, and landscape 3 is 360p, I believe. So I'm manually limiting it to 3 landscapes is what they call them in the inspector, but basically 3 resolutions that I'm sending to Twitch. Twitch is not doing any transcoding for me. I'm doing it all on my machine. I want to look and see how it looks with Elden Ring, because I've done Elden Ring in 720p. 1080p to Twitch, and I've done it in 1440p at a higher bit rate to YouTube, and I want to compare it to 1440p at a lower bit rate, which is what I'm going to be doing here later today. But like I said, I limited it to 3 landscapes. You don't get to choose which resolutions they are. I probably would have done 480 instead of 360 if I had the choice. But they're trying to make it more available to people who maybe have lower internet connections. So unfortunately, that is out of my control. I was hoping that with I'm gonna pull up my settings in OBS here for a second. I was hoping that with my settings set to maximum of 20K and 3 streams, that it would give me more data to play with the 1440 stream. In fact, if I go into here, you can see I'm specifying 10,000 basically, and it is only sending 7.5. I didn't delete 720, so Twitch doesn't let me choose which ones to do. If we go look at yesterday's stream, and we look at the landscapes, this was the default. I had 1440 is the top red one, I think that is. The next one in green is 1080. The next one down is 480, and the one below that is 360. So I never had a 720 yesterday. I could force a 5th landscape in there. I would assume it would choose 720. However, I do have to think about how much my GPU is doing to render all those different streams. Because like I said, I'm rendering all of these. Twitch is not doing any transcoding for me. So that's my machine that's doing all this work for you guys. So that's one of the biggest issues I had with the enhanced broadcasting beta in the first place. But coming back to what we have today, like I said, it's 1440, 1080, and 360. If I pull up, where did it go? Where did yeah, there it is. If I pull this up, how do I get this on top? If I pull this up and we look, I'm specifying basically 10,000 kilobits per second for my my main canvas, and unfortunately, you can see by mousing over here, it's limiting me down to basically 7,500 is what it's limiting me to. That is, I believe OBS is doing that for Twitch, and you can see Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting is controlling some of your stream settings. Not a huge fan of that. I would rather, what's going on, Beat? I would rather trade off, I've got 5,000 kilobits just floating in the middle of nowhere that I have available that aren't doing anything. I would love to push that higher. But B, because Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting is lowering that bitrate down for me, my YouTube stream is also being limited, unfortunately. If I pull this over here, and I pointed this out, I made a little thread on Blue Sky yesterday about it. Once this loads my dashboard, you'll see YouTube is telling me your stream's bitrate is currently basically 7,500, is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you stream at 13,500, which is basically double what Twitch is allowing me to do. So by doing this, I'm being hampered in both my saved VODs on my machine that I then upload, and my live stream to other platforms, and my live stream to Twitch. Like I said, I would like to make this 10. I do have this set at 20 as the maximum. Obviously, they want to use that for more streams, not for higher quality streams. And then on top of that, looking at some of this, you can see the different codecs. We have HEVC, and you'll have to excuse me because I get these verbally mixed up all the time. And for the 1440, but then we have AVC for the 1080 and the 360. So like, why am I not using HEVC for all of them? Is it because of the overhead that is coming that HEVC costs? I mean, I know I can do at least 2 because I used to do 2 for one for Twitch and one for YouTube. So why don't I have control over this? Basically, like, I was doing a 1080, I believe, HEVC. In fact, I could check if I go back to a different stream. Oh, I was using AVC. Interesting. Oh, right. For Twitch, I was doing AVC. Okay. Well, that kind of changes my thought about it a little bit, but why AVC is a little easier on the system. However, it roughly takes twice the bitrate to make the same quality. I mean, this is a really big generalization, as HEVC does. So not only are you kind of squishing my stream down, you're also using a worse encoder that I have no change over it. Sorry, weirdo. I'll be done with this in a little bit. What's JFK? JFK Airport. So I believe they have an ingest server near the JFK Airport in New York City, which is why it has JFK in the server. You can look up a list of Twitch's servers and find the one that's closest to you. You can either manually specify one, or you can let Twitch choose it. I always just manually specify which location I want to go to. But yeah, you can see they're using 13 out of the 20. I would love for this to have a higher bitrate, especially, like I said, because I specified a higher bitrate in here so that my streams other places could be higher quality. I don't know. It's just a little disappointing that I don't have finer control over what I'm doing. If you're giving me a maximum bitrate cap, why do you care how I spend the bits in between? You know what I mean? Like, especially if I'm doing this, a 1440, a 1080, and a 360, which is a big gap between 1080 and 360, unfortunately. But if you're doing that, why can't I use more bits for the 1440 stream? Why can't I specify which encoder I'm using, which codec I'm using? Why can't I do 360 at 60 FPS? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I have overhead. I'm going to be testing against Night Rain later to see how much overhead if I can maintain that. But that's Blinded by the Light, Bebop. That's the light the song you're thinking of. So I don't know. It just continues to be a little bit of a. I get what they're going for, but it doesn't in my opinion, doesn't serve the streamer. Yeah, older song. It doesn't serve the streamer nor the yeah, it's literally the title. It doesn't serve the streamer or the viewers in the same way I would like to do that personally, if that makes sense. I mean, like I said, I do 1440 at 10,000 kilobits per second for my VODs and to YouTube, and there's still places where things are a little bit chunky, and YouTube still says, you know, hey, it's a little bit low, we should bump it up a bit more, and I haven't, just because, like I said, I'm doing multiple streams to multiple places. I was hoping that with this, I would be able to do, to be honest, what I was hoping to do was to do one big 1440 stream and have Twitch transcode the rest of it. Obviously, they want to get away from transcoding things because they don't want that overhead, and if they can push it off onto the streamers, oh wait, there's no password. Okay, you're good. If they could push it off onto the streamers, then you know that's less things they have to do and less money they have to spend. I get it, but I don't think that this is, in its current form, an improvement. Even though 1440 is better than 1080, the limits they had on bitrate for 1080 is still constricting, and the limits they now have for 1440 is still constricting. So I don't know. I'll put my hands up, and like I said, I want to do a little bit of testing today to see how Elden Ring both runs with this and how it looks with this as well. In all likelihood, I will probably return to my previous way of streaming, where I send one 1080 stream to Twitch and one 1440p stream to YouTube, and use that 1440p stream as my VOD. I re-upload it to YouTube. I don't just make the video that's the streamed video, the live video. I re-upload it after I add an intro and outro. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of rant a little bit about that, but I guess I'll get started here playing the game. I'm gonna check out the Grapple card demo. Wazaga, I did try the Flip Rally demo yesterday. It was a little incomplete, but it was okay, you know. Let me grab a controller here. Okay. Extra crispy as in higher quality? I hope so. You were saying earlier about how my intro looked better. The intro I did render out in 1440. Actually, I think I rendered it out in 4K, and then it's actually downscaled to fit my canvas. I'm not 100%, but HUD style, HUD movement, video. Let's see. Borderless. Yeah, see. Frame rate limit. VSync. Ultra. Sure. Did it update the canvas size? Hang on a second. I don't even know if I captured it. I think I did, but there we go. I should check out Recharge. Achieve bronze to unlock. All right. I don't know much about this game, so okay. Right trigger to steer, sure. Hold. Oh. Oh, interesting. Huh. Some funky music, though. All right, I don't want to turn too deeply in. It does show you what you're grappling onto. If you look in the corner, you can see the dot sometimes. There's a little meter by my accelerator that shows if there's something available to grapple on either side. Check out the control in the settings, have fun. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going. Ah. Ah, I just hit left or right on the stick. Interesting. Alright, bronze achieved. So it seems like a little bit of a boost to your speed if you use the grapple. You're supposed to get a gold here? Yeah, right. Go to the garage to spend points and upgrade your car. Go to the garage. That. Okay. Engine. Oh, I have 2 points. I see. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, the longer you grapple, the more you can or if you grapple for more than a second, you get a speed boost. Interesting. I got some customization tickets. You can go green. It would be nice to see a preview before I actually spend the money. What power? Oh, fuck. Alright, I kind of am starting to feel it. Oh, fuck. I'm starting to feel it, I say, as I crash 7 times. Killed it all by going to grass. You get contacts to give you cooler looking eyes. I'm not sure you can see the character's eyes anywhere, can you? Fuck. No, stop. Weirdly, I've had people tell me that they like my eyes, but I don't have anything. My eyes are just regular brown eyes. I don't have anything special about them. Excuse me. You think I'm using the grappler on turns I don't need to? I mean, sure. However, you get a boost if you use it. That's the whole idea, is that you use it to get a speed boost. Like, see how much faster he is just by doing that for a second? I would imagine that the penalty also would be that maybe manually steering, they slow down your car a little bit just to make it worth using it. I don't know. I don't know. People have said weird things. Somebody told me they like my arms, which is also a little bit weird, but okay, cool. Thanks, I guess. These old things. You can't really see my eyes. That's okay. Do you need to see my eyes, like, in detail? What was you? I don't know what you mean by that was me. Yeah, look at that boost. That was a lot bigger. You don't know what does it matter? How's that? You can't see because of the fucking the darkness of my eyes. They're brown. All right. They have a nice shape, very round grade, thanks. You're not using 4K, you're using 2K, and that, they should all be in relative sync. I'm encoding them all, so they should really be all in sync. Can you beat? Are you watching on the 360? There should be one more quality level lower than 1080. It's not really the greatest quality, but I'm still doing a little experimentation here. It's at the auto, gotcha. Well, there is one lower than 1080. It is 360, so it's significantly lower, but maybe it's not possible until I upgrade the car to get higher than silver. All right, let's go back. Somehow 1080 works. Okay. Don't use up all your bit rates to either. Under construction. Okay, so we got these 2 right now. Just drive better. Okay, yeah. There's gold. Ah, fuck. There's a better one. What's going on, Carrion? Yeah, I'm having a good day. How about you? I wonder how many tickets you can unlock. Yeah, all right. I'm getting a little bit more of a hang of this now. I say as I plow through the grass and lose all my speed. There's a gold. Oh, silver. Okay. I didn't have silver. Yeah, this game's pretty cool so far. Thank you, Zot. Answer my phone. What's going on?
What are you, some sort of stream?
I'm on stream, yeah.
What are you, some sort of streamer?
I dabble.
I should. I dibble, drabble.
I've done that once or twice, maybe.
Play,
you know.
Play a grapple car.
I'm doing the 1440. Are you able to see it?
I'm looking at it in Chrome. It looks like 1440 to me.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the setting. Yep, 1440.
It would tell you
2K.
You can't do that if you use Firefox. That's what it says to me. It's like, bruh, you can't watch it because you don't have a compatible browser.
Oh yeah, dude, it's 92 degrees here today.
Oh,
it's fucking shitty.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awful.
It is. Yeah. I don't like it. That's why I came down to my basement because, like, you know, obviously it's the closest part of my house, but with the way thermodynamics work, my basement gets like all the AC, which is not a good thing, right? So I come down here, I'm like, oh, it's fucking chilly down here, so I turn off the AC upstairs, and
yeah, like upstairs gets hot, right?
Yeah. So upstairs, like, well, now because I now have AC routing to the attic. Which is an actual finished attic, but there's no register return up there, so I have to keep the attic open.
Yeah.
To the center, but then the way it routes, I have to choose either between sending AC to the attic or the center of the house. So I choose the attic because there's other vents near the center house, but not specifically in the living room. Yeah, it's great. Old houses fucking suck.
You able to put in like an attic fan or something to help draw the air around, or no?
I'm gonna be putting in a ceiling fan up there.
Okay.
Because there's a light fixture up there that I don't have completely sealed off from the roof line, so like hot air will just start pouring in from the light fixture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dealing with that. So.
Oh, I'm so close to getting fucking gold, dude.
Man, my house doesn't even have an AC unit because it doesn't get hot enough here to need one.
Such bullshit.
70 degrees all summer long.
No, I guess.
Yeah, but you get assaulted by the sun more in general there. So
You do, yeah. You just deal with the sun cancer.
you're just like maybe a mile and a half closer to the sun.
You feel that mile though.
You do actually. You do fucking do. Okay, fucking went out to Golden, Colorado to the Coors out there, Coors Brewery. We went to go to the tour, and we're standing out in the parking lot, and I could just like it said it was like 75 degrees, but with full blast of sun, I was just like, I'm going to fucking die. This sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, Denver gets really hot.
So I have a co-op game we could try before we do.
Sure. What is it?
It's called Abyssus.
Oh, I think I actually downloaded that.
Abyssus. Abyssus.
How do you spell that? Is it ABY?
ABYSSUS. It's in our chat. It's in our chat already. If you scroll up, God damn. God damn.
Just link
Me doing things. I do things for love.
Just link it.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
that's
yes.
not
Yeah,
That's a
it's this
completely
one.
different game.
That's a different game. Different game.
That's a completely
Different
different game.
I just saw that one. I thought it was cute. Oh, that's the game. There we go. There we go.
That one also looks fun though.
Scrub Optimal.
Scrub
Why is-
optimal.
I was like, you know how like, you have the live channels on your sidebar? I saw the Pokemon channel. Like the Pokemon channel.
Mhm.
And it says just chatting. And it's just talking heads about it's TCG. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
The Final
Yeah.
Fantasy set came out yesterday or this past weekend.
For Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I bought a box of it. But
Hey, do you think you would
little bit
ever go
disappointed in the
to
set, to be honest?
why is that?
Just seems lackluster to me. It seems like a lot of the cards feel more like Magic cards than they do Final Fantasy cards. Some of the there's been a lot of duplicates in my box, stuff like that.
I don't know how that works.
I was actually thinking
Like,
about playing some
That's how you know it's
arena and opening packs on stream.
I mean, I don't understand the hunt for card stock.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not my deal.
But have you seen the stuff that like scalpers have been doing with the Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, it's crazy.
You ever watched them? They get in the fights in like Costco.
Yeah, they'll be like little
Oh,
kids
that.
in these
Yep.
videos, and then like these scalper bros like
Pushing kids
Usually
over, like wrestling
those
people
kids
out of the
fellas.
way.
Out.
Yeah, pushing people up and grabbing like these huge box sets and just grabbing everything.
Literally like a floor to like their height stack of cards, and they'll just try and lift it and like dump it in their carts. And you have people trying to like pull their carts away from other people. Like, oh my god, it's literally
Like it couldn't be more
Nothing.
like news like worthy too, because it's just like you could see the disappointed child while these these guys are just like it's like it's not. I mean, it's funny because it's like these guys aren't playing the game; they're just doing it for like they're just scalpers, right? But it's like it's so specifically
I don't know whose
targeted
video
at
this is.
children.
It's a video of Costco, and there's a woman there from Costco being like, "Stop! Don't run!" And then there's people just like walk past her, and there's just like avalanche run. They're running towards it. Let's see if we can get.
Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah,
Let's
Oh,
see if
yeah.
we get some. Oh yeah, yep. Oh my god! Here, I'll link it to you guys so you can watch, dude. You can skip
Oh,
3/4
wow.
of this. Oh, you see it on stream? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Just people just fucking actually like that's tame too. People just like pushing each other and just grabbing as many as they can. It's
It's
crazy.
like Black Friday
It's-
sales back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like a new release for these things, and like all it takes is like for Nintendo to do honestly what they did with the Switch 2 reservation.
It's-
Obviously,
see,
it's not Nintendo; it's a Pokemon
yeah.
company. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not really even Nintendo at that point. But
Is that Wizards? It's not WOTC, is it?
No.
no,
No, I think
No.
Pokemon
Is it
Company
all
does their
Hasbro
own.
now?
Well, Hasbro owns WOTC, but
Yeah, right.
I don't know. The bigger issue is like,
Millennium
why is
Print
there
Group,
scalping?
MPG,
Yeah.
Millennium Print Group is the ones that physically make them and distribute, I guess. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, what's his name? What's going on, guys? Moist Critical has a video on people fighting, and he has some videos in there too if you want to have your daily dose of monotone gamer news. But
Monotone.
hey guys,
Hey,
today we're discussing
everybody?
these
What's up, everybody?
lame adults who can't get a life and want to fight over pieces of cardboard that are in plastic pouches. I think this is disgraceful. I gotta tell you guys, if you're 36 years old and you're fighting over a piece of plastic that's wrapped around a card, you just gotta get a life or something.
Yeah, something like that. Something in that vein.
Something
While there's
like
a bunch
that.
of gamer gear in his background.
Yeah, right.
very
When
funny.
he has all the same shit on his wall.
It's weird. It's because somebody decided that a Charizard card was worth $1,500 for some reason.
Yeah. The same thing with all the cards. It's just rarity.
Well, like,
artificial
what?
rarity.
Okay, I'll ask you this: why isn't like there's Magic the Gathering cards that are worth thousands of dollars? Like, but why isn't there that mad rush for MTG cards versus Pokemon cards?
There is.
I think there is. I think it's just this is new and this is prevalent, and Magic is a little bit more. I don't want to say older because it's not older, but I think it's a little bit less stuff is happening in the space. But I don't know. Gear plays
to
Critical.
Get my Final Fantasy box.
I don't play Critical.
I had to. My friend
you had to wrestle?
got it for me at the shop. Like he literally like waited in line for me because I couldn't get there.
What is this place? You don't know what? All right, so Costco is a I don't want to say a big box
retail.
But yeah, it is kind of big box retail where
it's a club. It's a membership based discount.
You're basically buying in bulk.
Store.
You're buying in bulk, so things are cheaper, but you have to buy more of it. So instead of buying a roll of 10 paper towels, maybe you buy 25 paper towel rolls at once, and so it's a little bit cheaper overall.
It's awesome for people like me who live out in the middle of nowhere. Like I do a Costco run probably like every 2 or 3 months just to kind of get like that way I don't have to run in every week for toilet paper or
for
like
context
stuff like that.
I'm one of 4 children my parents have, so my parents shop there because they can get a lot more for the same price, and we'll go through it all. So mom would go and buy like, I don't know, 30 pounds of chicken or some bullshit. I don't even know what. And, freeze a bunch of it. And we'd use that for a couple weeks and then we go again and all that. So,
dude, those big buckets of trail mix.
Yeah. You could literally, everything you could buy is just like a bigger amount of it. You know what I mean? It's bulk, yeah. So like I buy my dishwashing detergent there, and I have a smaller bottle that I refill from the big bottle. Same with my olive oil, same with vegetable oil, same with I don't get the toilet paper there. Sometimes I do, but usually I don't. I don't go super often anymore. I'm
gonna fucking subject change.
All right, hang on one second.
I can talk about Costco all day. I love that.
Shut the fuck up about the.